Let's Talk. On today's show, I'm going to be talking fashion with one of Lorraine's own. Sit tight and see what comes next. Welcome to Let's Talk. I am your host, Joel Taylor, and on today's show, we're going to be talking fashion with Lorraine's own, Miss Jasmine Woolfork. Please welcome Jasmine Woolfork to the show. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Oh, it's no problem. So, I wanted to have you on the show because I know a lot of people know that you're in fashion, but we don't know exactly what you do, because I know you do a lot. Every time I see a post, I see you like on YouTube or you're on the news or you're doing something. So I just wanted to get a little insight on what you actually do.
Well, there's a lot I could say, but I'll start with my wardrobe styling business.
Okay.
So I own my own business doing personal shopping, personal styling, just helping the everyday person look and feel their best. So that's the main portion of my business. And then I also do photo shoots, commercial styling, because everything you see on TV, there's somebody that dresses those people. So
Definitely.
that's something else I do. And then I have a blog, which I share fashion tips, and then a YouTube channel as well.
So when you said the everyday person, like, do you just like pick somebody like, oh hey, you need to be styled and?
Well, there's a lot that I could pull from. No shade to anybody in our great county of Lorain. But a lot of people approach me, so they're the people that, they don't have time to shop for themselves if they're a busy mom. I market to those people that have full-time jobs and kids and family. They don't know what to shop for. They don't have time to read the magazines or know what they should be wearing for the trends. So those are the people that I work with. So pretty much they approach me, but then there are some times when I'm out and I see somebody and we just kind of just talk about fashion and they're like, oh, I want you to help me. So, but I do not pull random people.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So when did you realize that fashion was like the career that you wanted to go into?
I've known that I wanted to do fashion art since I was a kid. I used to say I wanted to be an artist. I love to draw. And I thought originally that design would be my path. And then in high school, I got exposed to graphic design, and I kind of dabbled in that with t-shirts design and business cards, all that. And then upon realizing Kent had the fashion merchandising program, and I just knew that was for me, had a business mindset, so I thought that would be a good program for me.
Okay. So did you used to like draw on napkins and have notebooks with dresses?
Oh,
and stuff
yes, all the time. In my first retail business, I think I was probably 5 or 6. My mom tells this story all the time, but I designed my own bracelets, and I would sell them to people at church and say, oh, you can get a bracelet for $1 or whatever. But that was like my first realization that, oh, maybe this could be something I could do.
Okay. So, well, my next question was gonna be, do you do any styling? But you already answered that. So, give me like a typical day. Like, okay, like if you style someone, do you like ask them what they want to look like, then you go shopping, or based on what they already look like, do you make a decision on what you want them to look like?
I try to tweak their personal style. So we have a consultation. We sit down and talk for like an hour. I have a new client questionnaire that they fill out, and they tell me who their style icons are, if they want to work on like their career clothing, their casual wear, or just whatever they might need. If they need like a little revamp and not the whole overhaul, we'll just do a few looks. But usually I let them kind of guide the process, and we can stop when they're ready or go as far as they want to.
Okay. So who have you worked with like in the past as far as like in the fashion industry?
I've worked with a lot of people. I studied in New York City during my time at Kent State, and I was able to work multiple Fashion Week seasons. And now, as my own brand and my own business, I attend Fashion Week and get to sit front row at shows in New York City, September and February. So I try to go there annually just to network and meet people, but I've worked with a lot of big name designers, Diane von Furstenberg. I worked their shows a few seasons, a lot of higher end people that you would never think that someone from Lorain would get to interact with.
who is your favorite person working with? Like, who was your favorite person that you worked with?
I actually really enjoyed doing PR work for fashion, public relations, because you get to see who all is there and who's on the list. It's a lot of grunt work, a lot of lifting, a lot of running around, but it's worth it because you get to see all the people in the room. You may not get to interact with them because you're working, but you do get to be around all the hype and the who's who. So.
Okay. Well, we're gonna take a quick break, and we will be back with Jasmine Woolfork.
Hey guys, it's Jasmine of Style by Jazz Nicole, and I'm a wardrobe stylist and a fashion blogger. Think of me as your shopping bestie. So we'll shop together, or I can go without you, whatever your preference is. We go through your closet to assess the needs that you have and also what you need to get rid of. So yes, those pants from the 90s that you have had for 20 years, they have to go. So sorry. But it's a good time. It's all about having fun and helping you develop your personality through your personal wardrobe and your style.
All right, we are back with Jasmine Woolfork, and we're still talking fashion. So, what do you enjoy the most about being in the fashion industry?
I think just the fact that it's creative. Every day is something different. I pretty much work in my pajamas at home most of the time, unless I'm meeting with a client. But it's a lot of research, and I do like researching about it because it's fun to know what's going on in the industry, and there's a lot to know.
Okay. What about, what do you dislike about it?
The schedules, crazy hours. So like when I work on film or TV projects, those are 12-hour days, like minimum. So your call time could be 7 a.m., but you're not getting done until 7 or 8. So it's sometimes long hours, but it's rewarding work, and it's fun to see your work out in public and on TV. So
what was your longest day that you ever had, like, working?
Oh, well, when I worked for the Cavs, which we talked about, I was in buying there during the playoffs, the finals. That was like always long. I think one day I may have almost slept there. It was like 3 p.m. until like 4 the next day, something crazy.
What?
Yeah, 16-hour days. That was like the norm for me. So
wow. I don't know if I
it was kind of
handle all that. So, what are some fashion tips that you could give, just like the everyday person, like, because I know people have specific styles and fashion tips that could go towards them, but what are some general ones that you can give?
I would say just always be yourself. You don't ever want to, you can like what someone else's style is, but it may not translate for you. So just always, whatever you're drawn to, it could be a color, it could be, a feature that you have, you like to show off. Some women like to show off their legs. You got nice legs, show them off, flaunt it, whatever. If you got it, flaunt it. But just be tasteful. I think that's another thing. And one of my big things that I preach to my clients is just education on body types. So that's very important to know how to shop for yourself, is knowing what your body type is and what looks flattering on you versus what's not flattering. Okay. Which a lot of people don't talk about now. Everything's bodycon and fitted, and that's just what they promote. But I'm more of a modest kind of thinker, so I try to just help us to look our best and flatter our figure and not draw unwanted attention, which happens a lot.
That's some good tips. So, where can the audience see your work, or where can we follow you on your social media?
I'm on Instagram. I'm at Style by Jazz on there. I also have a Facebook page, and you can like my page, Style by Jazz Nicole. And on YouTube, I'm also Style by Jazz Nicole, and then my website is stylebyjazznicole.com. Okay.
So, what is next? What's the next thing for Jazz?
Did you get that reaction? Because I was like, I ask myself this like every day, and in prayer, I'm always like, God, where do you want me to go next? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just here, like, just direct me. So I've been working on a few projects with the writing, doing more writing and freelance writing, so you may see me in a publication soon with some writing for fashion styling tips, but I kind of consider myself a style expert, so
Okay.
I'd love to do more TV, film, so Los Angeles, obviously, New York, but I'm still here. Lorraine is my home base, so just a lot of travel and picking up the work in between.
All right. Well, I thank you for coming on the show. I think we got a lot of insight. I think the audience has a lot of tips that we can grab from. I know I definitely like to be fashionable and like
And
to
you
pick
are.
up different things.
You are.
So I learned some stuff from you today too. So thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
And,
I appreciate it. This was fun.
Yeah.
And we matched on accident.
Right,
Like,
like,
what?
yeah, it's
Yin
crazy.
yang. Like, I don't know. Stripes, polka dots. All right, so today we're doing our very first DIY, and I'm super excited to share it with you guys. I don't know if you've seen all over like fast fashion places, Forever 21, H&M, pretty much everywhere. You're seeing frayed hem jeans, which are really fun. And I'm a huge thrifter, so I thought that we could try that with a pair of thrifted jeans. This jacket is actually a product of my thrifting addiction, so hope you guys are excited and stay tuned. Here's what you'll need to create the perfect pair of frayed hem jeans. A pair of jeans, ruler or measuring tape, scissors, and a marker. Start out by measuring your jeans between 2 inches to 4 inches above the hem. Depending on the length you're going for, this may vary. My jeans were already pretty long, so I went with 4 inches above the hem. Next, you'll want to use a marker to draw a line of where you'll begin your first cut. For extra help with straight cutting, you can lay your ruler down or measuring tape there to make it a little easier. If they appear uneven, go ahead and give a light trim if needed. Now for the fun part. Start fraying by pulling each thread. You'll do this motion for quite a while, and it does take a little patience, but it's totally up to you on how much distressing or how little distressing you want. And here's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I look forward to your comments and your feedback. Feel free to rate and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos from Style by Jasmine Cole.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our page so that you can tune into another episode of Let's Talk.